Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my Skylines series, Fangchenggang region. Today we are in part 18 and it is basically just one of the most important things that we're already doing once again, and it is once again suburbs, and it is just kind of the thing that I will be doing a lot in this series because just need to fill in a lot of gaps. Also for the series, this is one of the main things that I have to do because I've built a lot of very big things already, but I haven't connected them. And this is just something that I need to do for now, and there's just so much different stuff that I have to do. I have to do suburbs, I have to do some industrial zones, also just some sewage treatment, some water towers and stuff like this, so we just need a lot more infrastructure. And why I'm telling you this is that this means for me that I will be doing a lot of more episodes and that I can just kind of go crazy with them, I would say. And at first you can just see me there moving some of the higher buildings back one row closer to the downtown and away from the suburbs. The reason for this is that I kind of want to have the monorail station already in the suburbs. And the reason for this is that this will be one of the main commuter trains and commuter routes into the downtown, and this would be one of the kind of stops that is a bit outside of the downtown and out of the main core. What this means is that there will also be maybe something like a small transport hub close to this one, because I'm planning to do a subway somewhere close to this area, and this will be a huge project to get in a subway above ground here, because we've already filled in a lot of spaces, and this will be very interesting, I think. And this is also something that I want to do more often, is just to fill in different heights of a space, because I think it is making an area look way more realistic to have them on different heights. And so this is something that I need to work on and to improve my skills, because this is something that I haven't done in my whole City Skylines life, I would say, because I've always built European or American cities and I don't have it that extremely like you would have it in an Asian city. So I thought about here this would be a good thing. With the last video we've got quite many subs, I think we got 6 or 7 subs, so hey! Welcome to my channel and just thank you for subbing to the channel. It helps me quite a lot and it's just, I'm very happy about it that we finally reached the 340 subs, so yeah, thank you. Also, under the last video we've got 2 comments, and the first one was from Yang Sang Wai. I'm hoping you're pronouncing it correctly, if not I'm sorry. And he wrote, "Hi, I'm from Jinyin district that's in Chengdu, and I would like to help you with the Chinese part of the city." That's great, thank you. It is just that I hope that I've pronounced everything correctly, because I just needed to put it into Google just kind of to get it into English, because I'm not able to speak Chinese sadly, because it isn't something that I would be able to learn in school, I would say, and I don't have that much free time sadly. But yeah, this would be great. I've also wrote you under your comment, and I've added you already on Twitter, so we can write there, and I can just kind of also ask you out about everything. That's also something that Jim Sayod wrote, that he wrote awesome video once again, thank you. "If you ever need help, inspiration, or ideas for your Asian city, hit me up." So yes, I'll be also definitely be doing this. It is just incredible from you guys, just thank you, because I wasn't able to go to Asia in any way, and it doesn't look like that I will be able in the next 2 years, so thank you guys. It's incredible from you too, and it is just very cool for me, and I'm very happy about it, and it just gives me the possibility to make it as realistic as possible. And also I've just kind of considered how I want to do the Chinese part of the city, and I've decided that the best thing would be that I would be moving it a bit more to the right side, away from the Japanese area. And the reason for this is that I've kind of got a dumb idea that it won't be a connected Asian city, that it will be 2 separate big cities, and there in the middle there will be just like Asian rice fields and a border and just some crazy stuff like this. So we basically have a very big region. That's also why I've called it in the beginning Fangchenggang region, because it just kind of wanted to have 2 different kind of styles in city, and it's just, I think, an idea that is pretty cool and I would love to do. So here you can see me just like made a small custom apartment high-rise building, I would say, and it's just 4 smaller ones to push together, and I think they're working out quite well. I'm doing this because I think they were too high and too slim for this area, for this kind of area. So I thought about, yeah, we just make them thicker by just placing them side by side and duplicating it. And this is also something that I want to do more often. It's just kind of to make a little more realistic stuff, like with these pathways there and with the decals, just to get an area where the people could walk in and just some stuff like this. So this is something that you will be seeing more often, more common in my videos, and I hope you're enjoying it. And yeah, so we've added some parking lots to Suburbs, not too many, because I kind of wanted to give the feeling that it's always hard to get a parking lot there, and just kind of to give it this realistic touch, I would say, because also in real life it isn't that easy to find a parking lot. Also in Asian cities I've read about people having that problem, but also in Austria it's quite a big problem. So I thought about this would be quite realistic, and so I thought, yeah, I would be adding it in here. And this is quite a hard switch that we have from the high-rise downtown to the suburbs, but this is also something that I wanted to give it a feel like, that we have there this kind of very dense suburbs and then there a very dense downtown, and it will be going even more sprawling out later on. It will be just going very rural later on, and just when you go down the street that we will be building in the next episode, you will be seeing that it will be getting very rural pretty quickly, just kind of to give this feeling of an kind of like a very immediate switch off. I'm sorry, I've wanted to use the German one and I don't know why, because it doesn't make any sense, but I'm sorry. So back to what we're building there. I've just made a small parking lot, added some parking lights, and we will be also updating a lot of the street lights in this episode in the next one, because we've until now used the vanilla ones and now we're switching to modded ones. I found some pretty good one with the help of some people on some different Discord servers, so yeah. Thank you all, I think 2 or 3 of you guys actually watching the videos, and so yeah, feel appreciated, thank you, it's just an amazing help that you gave me there. And one thing that I wanted to say is that I'm extremely happy with kind of the LUT that I have right now, so I just love playing with it. It just gives me the possibility to make some very lush looking trees and just some very lush looking forests, and also very realistic downtown pictures and just stuff like this. So it's pretty cool, I love it, and I will definitely be staying with this one. And also this part of today, there will be more like this one, because this is just needed in our downtown, I'm sorry, because we just kind of have a lot of areas that are just separated from each other, and this is just something that we have to do more often to fill in some more gaps. And we will also be detailing the area around the monorail. It isn't too hyper detailed, I would say. It's just very simply detailed with some market stands, just some stuff like this. And I'm just placing them from the basic reason of that I think that it would be kind of realistic to have them there, because this would be a place where a lot of people are coming by and where you would have quite a big fee to place your market stand there, but you would also make a lot of money, I would say. And also for the realism, I want to talk a bit about the... I'm sorry if you heard my dog in the background, he's barking right now. But I want to talk a bit about the industrial areas and the industrial styled stuff that we'll be building, I would say. And this is, for one, so we'll have some steel industry and we'll have some fishing industry for sure. And for the fishing industry, I thought it would be on the north side of the city. So right now we're on the north side, we have to say. There's the north, kind of the north area of the sea on the top. You've seen it right there, and there will be fishing industry. We will also be having the steel industry. This will be on the, I think we'll be placing it on the south side, just kind of to have this reasonable gap between it, and this will be a lot of this kind of extremely red industry and just extremely dirty looking, and also sometimes kind of dystopian, I think, because we'll be using some, how are they called? We will be using some conveyor belts, this is the name of them, and we'll be just doing some very futuristic stuff there, I think. But this is just a kind of a glimpse into the future of the series, so there will be a lot happening between this and when we are building it, because I'm just kind of having so many great ideas now, and I just can tell you what I've already recorded, and this is that we'll be making a kind of more commercial industrial area in the next episodes. But they also, I'm right of thinking how I can pronounce this. They're also just kind of more rural, so we have a lot of trees there already, and this is just something that I wanted to add in, because they're quite in good noise reduction that the people can use, and that is also some things that I want to use in the city, because I don't want it to be extremely dystopian. I just kind of want it to be in some kind dystopian, but also in some time utopian, so this is something that I wanted to do there. And yeah, so there you can just see me building in some more stuff, and just there making a parking lot and a delivery area just for some trucks for this one building here, and here just adding in the not canal strips, how are they called? Stains? Not stains. Drains. We're building in some drains, now I've got it, and this is just something that I'm using to disable the clipping there and just to hide it. And here I'm just doing these delivery zones. At first they weren't looking good, but then I think they turned out pretty well later on. But yeah, so this is just a thing that I've did there and that I've enjoyed doing. We will be also doing a small tribute to my last series Artists, because the kind of part we're doing in the next episode is just something that is looking very similar to the industrial area that I've did in Artists. So I thought about this would be a great idea to just kind of give it a small tribute, because it was definitely one of my favorite series, is just like a Springfield. But I think Artists was the first one where I was kind of sticking with what I wanted to do, and so I think it was definitely a big step for me, and I was learning a lot in this series, and this was also the first time that I've tried to use some Audacity to kind of improve my voice, and I'm just kind of hoping that it's getting better and that it's better right now too. But we will take a look at this, and I will also be hopefully improving there a bit more, and just kind of to get it more professional, just stuff like this, because right now I'm just basically talking nonsense and a lot of shit, because I'm just having a lot of thoughts right now what I want to tell you, but I definitely won't tell you everything, because not every idea will be kind of really built in the city. Here we are adding a small wall, just kind of to break up the area and not to have such a big space, because big spaces are hard to detail and small spaces are easier to detail. I'm sorry. So here I'm just adding in the wall and defining the parking lot and just getting in this small, also a bit of a noise barrier, I would say. And this is also a thing that this whole area is extremely dense, so the noise there would be horrible, but this is just kind of a sad, realistic thing there, that it's very loud there, and that you have a very surrealistic feeling when you're going through there, when you have a monorail going right above your house or right next to your house. So this is something that I think that I wanted to add in, and I think it turned out quite well. And I'm just looking right now at my list that I made myself, but these were the main parts that I'm doing in this episode. So I just want to say thank you for watching, and thank you for sticking with me on this video until now. And if you've appreciated what you've seen there, and if you like what I've seen there, I would appreciate if you'd give this video a like. And also, if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. It helps me a lot. We're close to 350 subs. It would be incredible to reach them in some days, because about 1 month ago we were at 290 or something like this, so it would be very cool to reach 350 in some of the next days. And if you have any idea what I can build, just like a temple or something like this, please write it down in the comments, and we will be building it in one of the episodes. I've already have a list, and I will be adding it to it, and I will be working off the list as kind of you coming into the area where I'm thinking that it would be realistic, because I don't want to build a temple in the Japanese area, I want to build it in the Chinese area. And this is also a reason that I haven't done it, and also a shopping mall that is work in progress is also planned, but this will be also in the Chinese area, I think. So there's a lot of things planned that I want to do, because it is just kind of very cool to kind of getting these kind of, how should I say it? To get kind of a small challenge, I would say. And yes, also another thing that I would like to hear is if you want to have an traffic cinematics. So this would mean that I would be just recording a lot of traffic in a city and just making a video out of this, because I think this is one of the coolest things to look at that I would appreciate to do. And I just want to know if you guys would also enjoy to see it, and yeah, just please write this down in the comments down below. And if you have another idea what I should do, just hit me up with it. So yes, thank you for watching the video until this point, and Have a great day. Bye.